Okay everyone, so now in this next exercise, I just want to go and try to show you here how we can go and duplicate a folder structure. So that will just be you trying to copy, let's say for example, I would want to create here a client 01. Okay, and this client has, let's say, financial statements, and let's say we're an accounting firm and we would want to go and create folders that will contain, let's have a charts of account folder first. Charts of account, he may have multiple business, that's why we have a charts of account. We have assets. I'll just go and work with the basics of, we know that we have certain liabilities. If we just want to, let's say, just as an example, we have expenses, we have income, general, and I think we can also add here our accounts receivables. And inside of all of these folders, let's go put some .txt file. I'm just going to name it. You can name it any way you want. I'm just going to say sample AR, accounts receivable. Let's have sample assets. And here, let's have a chart of account. Sample chart of accounts. Okay, we're just creating the files using the GUI for now. I just wanted to at least show you that we can have some files not be copied to another folder, but we would want to just keep the folder structure. Okay, so let's see here, sample expenses, because we have some contents here and we just want to use the folder structure itself and not copy the files. So sample income .txt, and we have sample liabilities. Let's see here. Sample liabilities. Now if we go here, and our goal here will be to copy the client 01 to a new location that will be named client 02. So let's say for example, let me just go to cd dot dot. I'm moving back up one directory and I want to move to the test folder 3. If we check, that's where our client 01 is located. If we go inside of that, we have client 01, right? So from client 01, and we would want to go and create a new folder, and that's why, let's see here, let's test this out. So from client 01, we would want to go and let's just test this out. Let me just see here, or clear the screen. Xcopy, then we know that we are aiming to copy the content or the folder structure of client 01. So let's go and IE users, IE user, we have documents, we have test directory 1, we have test folder 3, and inside of that we have the client 01, right? Add a space to that. Let's see. Then we want to transfer this, for example, in the test folder 4. So C users, IE user. At least this is going to give you a lot of practice in using the absolute path. And we want to have test folder 1, test folder 4, and we want to copy this in a client02 folder. And I'm going to use some flags here or switches. So let's try to run through this. This is just simply the Xcopy command. We are currently at the test folder 3, and we have the C absolute path here to test folder 3, which is client01. We're targeting that folder. And we have the C users, i.e. user test directory 1, test folder 4, client02, which is not yet created. Okay, if we go to our test folder 4, no client02 is still there. So let's see if this will be the correct way to do this. So you would see here, we don't want to copy any files from the client01 folder, but we want to keep the empty folder structure. That's why we specified the /t, so that we are organized and prepared. And we also want to make sure that those are the folders that will be empty. Let's have an empty folder. Let's say client01 financial statement. We do have some content here. Let's say I just want to go and add let's just have others or I just wanted to add, and it has an empty folder. Okay, and we want to copy those empty folders also. So that means all of this has some content, assets, charts of account. We created those content inside of those inside of these folders. And this one doesn't have any folder. Let's have another folder here. Let's say communication, and let's have another one, letters, just so that at least we'll be able to work with a lot of letters. Contracts, let's just have contracts here. Okay, so now let's try to test and run this command and see what will happen. Clients will specify file name or directory name on the target file F and D directory. Oh, I think we need to go and, sorry guys, let's just go to test directory, test folder 4 here. Let's already create the client 02. Let's say we created a client 02. Okay, so let's see. And there we go. We were able to copy all of those files and folders by using that command. And we can see that, or sorry, we were able to copy only the folder structure. Okay, because we want this to be a fresh start or fresh state from where client 02 doesn't have financial statements yet that we have gathered, and we just want to go and make sure that we follow the folder structure here, and we don't want to copy all of those files inside of it, because this is going to be a fresh new client that we will be dealing with. And it copied all of the structures with content, and even the folder that doesn't have any content in our previous folder. So if we go back here, test folder, here we have client 01 and so on. Okay, this doesn't have any content, but here we have some contents here, sample liabilities and so on. Okay, so you would see it's really more powerful than the copy command, and it's allowing us to copy folders, a folder structure, a completely new folder structure that doesn't have the contents of those folders, and even the folders inside of that folder structure that doesn't have any content. Okay, so it will be copying both the folders with content and folders that doesn't have content into a new directory. Just make sure that you go and try to do the same thing that we did here. We created the client 02 folder already, Then we specified a file name or directory name on the target, and that will be we use the D directory, and we did specify the client 02 here as a directory from where we want to copy that from where we want to copy all of those folder structure. Okay, all of the content of client 01 folder. Okay, just take note, so at least you will be able to also perform this exercise the same way.